This video is brought to you by Power Performance Products, where you can get $10 off your purchase of Body Storm and Body Effects.
What's up, dude?
How you been?
Chilling. Skinny. Huh?
Hungry?
What was going on when you found out you made the main card for this fight? What was your reaction?
Backflips on the inside? Dude, it's funny to me because I've been in the UFC for coming up on almost 4 years now. So when they were like, nah, dude, we want you on the main card again, I was like, high five for me. I'm awesome. And that's just kind of how it was. I was just super happy about it. I mean, more fans get to see me, and, you know, all my fans that have been there from the beginning, they're like, see, told you you'd make it. I'm like, all right, you guys were right. All right, I'll do it.
Well, UFC on Fox has been good to you. It worked out last year.
Yeah,
I was there right afterwards, and about like a minute later, you had a beer in your hand. And you
dude, that's
said hi to you.
No beer ever tastes as good as it does right after a fight. Win or lose, dude, the tiny bubbles are awesome. Always. And
is that the plan again after this fight?
oh, always. That's the plan after every fight. Maybe even me and Mike will have one together. Who knows? But like, yeah, it's just like a huge honestly, it's like your life goes on pause for months at a time, and it's like once that, whether you got knocked out or choked out or arm broken, after it's done, you're just like, all right, back to regular life, and I'm just a normal dude, gonna go hang out with my friends, do whatever.
Video games with Jeremy Warren, I mean, pretty much.
Dude, I've tried to get into video games. I've tried, but I just can't do it the way they do it. They're professional and junk. I'll dabble Mortal Kombat here and there, but I'm more of like the beer and friends and some French fries, some cheese fries. Whoa, I'm getting all in your pocket, son. What's up? How you doing? Seriously, I could use it. What kind of credit you got?
Just as bad as the fighters, us journalists. So, Mike Swick, very technical guy, you know, especially in a stand-up. Do you feel like you have the best advantages on the mat, though?
No. I mean, honestly, I think me and Mike are very similar in the fact that, yeah, we can hold our own on the mat, and we're not afraid to go down there, but in the same breath, we want to face punch. We want to get ugly about it. We're okay with some scars and some stitches, and we just want to bang it out. That's what I want to do, and I know that's what he wants to do. He's been itching for what, 2.5, almost 3 years? I'm excited because I know he's going to come in and try and whip my ass, and I'm going to show up and whip his ass, and whoever falls down first loses. So we'll go with that.
Do you think that ring rust is going to play a factor in Mike's performance because he's been out so long?
No. Like I said, it's at the end of the day, ring rust, no ring rust, it's still just punching another man in the face, and he's been doing that for a long time. So as far as nerves and stuff go, he's been in the game too long to try and bank on something like ring rust. So
you don't see like an advantage that the last time he fought was like in 2010, and he's coming off with 2 losses. Do you see that as an advantage?
I really don't. I see Mike, like I said, as a professional and a guy who's been in the game for a long time, and it's one of those. It'll come back no matter what, and I can't really bank my advantages on, oh, well, he hasn't done anything and I've been working so hard. Everybody likes to tell themselves that lie, but I'm kind of a realist with myself, so it's one of those, yeah, he's going to come out and he's going to bang and try and take me down, and I'm going to bang and take him down if I can, and actually, that's a lie. I'm probably not going to try and take him down. That would just be retarded, so I'm probably just going to try and face punch a lot. What's up?
Was Mike ever a guy you were watching before you came into the UFC?
Yeah, dude. It's crazy that I'm fighting Mike Swick because on the show the entire time I was like, as he was on the show, I was like, I like that guy. Like, if I was anybody in the house, I'd be that guy. I'd be the guy that just really wants to fight, and that's it. And that's kind of what I took away from him being on the show. And then fast forward a couple years, I was at a UFC and we bumped into each other at the New York, and ended up having dinner with him and his fiance and just kind of picking his brain about the show before I had even tried out. And it was just one of those, yeah, all right, maybe I will do it. And then I ended up doing it, and now we're punching each other in the face for money in the UFC. So it's kind of a weird world we live in, but whatever.
Damarques, given the injuries he's had over the past couple of years, the fans have really rallied behind him for this fight. What are your thoughts on playing spoiler?
That's what I do to the majority of the people I fight, or they really just whip my ass and they look awesome. So given those two options, I'm not really worried about playing spoiler. I really just want to go out and just either put him away with my sword or go out on my own sword. So, I mean, honestly, I'm just excited to be fighting a guy like Mike Swick, because I know he's gonna try and end me, and I'm gonna try and end him. And honestly, at the end of the day, we all win, especially the fans.
You're mostly expecting a fast-paced, like, technical brawl, not a lot of groundwork, and except for a Swickatine. I mean, have you worked with him on a lot of guillotine defense in this season?
Oh yeah, I've definitely. I mean, like when I say I don't study guys, I mean I don't become overly consumed with what they do, because at the end of the day, it's not what Mike Swick does. It's more about what I do. And a lot of guys will get bogged down in that. And me personally, I've studied a little bit. I've done my homework, and I mean, honestly, now it's just time to take the test.
Do you feel your career's progressed the way you thought it would coming off the reality show?
Dude, I didn't even expect to really be in the UFC this long. I mean, honestly, I was like, great. I got my ass whipped by James Wilkes. I don't even expect them to take me. And then fought Edgar Garcia and had an exciting fight, and had another exciting fight, and then even in a loss, still having exciting fights. And I think that's kind of how the UFC is growing by, oh, this guy lost twice, or this guy lost, he lost to this fight, but he puts on exciting fights, and that's at the end of the day what all the fans want to see, and I'll oblige.
I know your last fight didn't really go your way. Did you change anything your training time?
Yes, a lot more just focused just on technique, really. And I've been in the books a lot just as far as like mental stuff goes, as far as like the mental aspect of the game. I would say of the things that I've trained that the most out of any of it. So I would say definitely change my focus more so from the techniques to kind of the outer circle of, the physical stuff. So I'm excited.
Did his ground game surprise you at all, that he pulled that maneuver?
John McGuire? Yes and no. Like the things that pissed me off about that was more so just my lack of a plan B. More so, like I said, just mentally being, tunnel vision on one thing as opposed to just going somewhere else, keeping the fight moving. And I think that's not going to be a problem with a guy like Mike Swick, whereas a guy like John McGuire, he was waiting for his shot, and I gave it to him before he gave me mine, and that was a bad on my part. So, lesson learned.
Damarques, how does your fight Saturday after Mike Swick?
Awesome. That's all I can really say. I mean, I've told the UFC, somebody's taking a nap. I might win, I might lose, but somebody's taking a nap. Exactly. I mean, I don't come out here, to go out and party after the fights. I come out here, the fight is my reward, and that's what I want, and that's what I want to give you guys, is good fights to remember me by. So tune in Saturday and you'll get your present.
This video has been brought to you by ProBoxingSupplies.com, where you can get 25% off your purchase now.